Hey guys, my name is Logan, founder and leader of the Oceanic Architecture build team and the Oceanic Islands Project. Today is the start of a brand new series which I'm calling the Bedrock Inspiration Series. This is where I take you through all of our builds, from ultra modern mansions to yachts to skyscrapers, you name it. The point of this series is to really go into detail of what goes into our builds and how we all incorporate our ideas into them. In these videos I will take you on a thorough tour of the build, then I'll tell you what I like and dislike about them, and then I'll give it a score out of 100. You'll see how I'll do that later on. But without further ado, let's get into today's first episode. So starting off the series with something fairly simple, we're going to review this modern house. Well, technically it's a bungalow, but there's lots of elevation changes to the interior, but that's another story. From the outside, it looks pretty nice. It's pretty simple, to be honest, not too many blocks used, just 3, birch, wood, quartz and glass. As for the actual shapes used, again it's simple, but that's the whole point of it. And now let's take a look at the interior. Going through the door, there isn't too much straight ahead of you until you look to your left, and then you see this. Here is a fairly large kitchen area equipped with loads of drawers and cupboards, and 2 stoves. And then you go down these steps and you see the main room of the house, the lounge area and the dining area. This is where you really see the interior designs come into play. The block stews on the exterior also carried into the interior. You can see quartz and birch wood everywhere, from the walls to the ceiling. My aim for this interior was to have it very warm and cozy and a log cabin vibe feel to it. I didn't want it to be somewhat ultra modern or futuristic. As for what's in here, you've got this dining table here right in front of us, and then you've got the lounge area here with them. And then behind the dining table, this is intended to be a giant wine storage area, but the use of contrasting colours here against the white wall makes it stand out very nicely. And then finally we have an aquarium, and then a giant fireplace next to it. But from afar you can barely even see that because the glass is so dark. Anyways, let's go back upstairs. Moving back upstairs, we have a small hallway. Going into this door is one of 2 bathrooms in the bungalow. Again, even the bathroom feels really cozy. Dark colours everywhere. Then you look up and you see the light, and it just implies a cozy vibe to it. As for what's in here, it's just your standard toilet, sink and shower. Moving on to the room next door to the bathroom is the smallest bedroom of the 2 in this bungalow. Nothing special here, just a bed, a TV and then some drawers. And we move downstairs again. Straight ahead is the second bathroom. It's a little bigger than the first one, but still has your normal necessities such as the toilet, the sink and the shower. And then we come out of the bathroom to see the master bedroom. As you can see, it's pretty big and it has a very high ceiling. You can also see that this beautiful ceiling design carries on throughout here as well. The ceiling still maintains the very cozy feeling, even though the ceiling is very high and often seen as intimidating and cold. As for the stuff in here, you've got your standard bed with a TV. Then here you've got your wardrobe area next to it with plenty of storage available here. And that's everything inside here. Here we have a huge balcony area. Here you can see that we've got a barbecue area here, and then loads of seats which offer an unbelievable view of the city. Styling wise, what I really like about this balcony is that the quartz bollard here that carries on throughout this entire house. It starts on the inside and acts as an interior balcony, and then it goes through the glass. Then it makes its way all the way up to the roof. There aren't many lines of blocks used in this bungalow, but this line gives the bungalow so much more character and a very nice exterior look. And at the side of the house we have a reasonable sized pool for a 2-bedroom bungalow. It has loads of deck chairs along with a basketball hoop and a water polo goal. Finally, we move on to the beach. As you can see, there isn't really much here. This is the only part of the bungalow that hasn't been customised yet. And let's move on to what I like and what I don't like about this bungalow. I like how good it looks, just essential using 2 blocks and glass to build it. I like the very cosy feeling to the interior despite having a very modern and open look to it. And I also like the line I was describing before. It gives the exterior and interior of the bungalow so much more character. I don't like the sudden change of colour on the line on the balcony. It is the same block, but because of the shaders, it just looks different. And I sadly can't change it, but it does really interrupt the line. I don't like the lack of details in the blocks on the interior either. The blocks used don't really have much texture and detail in them apart from the birch wood. And I don't like the master bedroom in terms of placement. The elevation change from the hall leading to the master bedroom creates issues such as these walls that don't have a great look to them. If they went all the way up, it would interrupt the ceiling design and ruin it. And that concludes what I like and what I don't like about this bungalow. And now it's time to give this build an OCA score. Starting off with the exterior in blocks, like I've said before, only 3 different blocks used in the entire exterior, but the 3 blocks used are extremely different in their own character, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Next up is colours. Similar situation to blocks, very few colours used, but those colours create a decent contrast in the overall styling, but not as effective, and I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. Next up is shapes. The bungalow doesn't have too many shapes within the build itself, but the overall shape is simple, but I would say it was effective to give it a decent look, so I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. Moving on to lines. The shape of the build made it difficult to incorporate lines into it without ruining the shape, but the line I pointed out before on the balcony area and how well it was incorporated makes this house look a lot more stylish. Because of how effective it is, I'm giving it a 7 out of 10. And finally, character. The overall styling is good. The back is the best part with the line used on the balcony, and the use of the birch wood made it look even better. But the sides basically have no character at all, and they're just boring. So that downgrades the score to a 5 out of 10, giving a total exterior score of 31 out of 50. Next, moving on to the interior, starting off with features. For a 2-bedroom bungalow, it has more than enough features, but nothing special, and it earns a 7 out of 10. Quality is very good materials, and they look very good together, but just missing something unique and special, and it gets an 8 out of 10. Practicality, on the other hand, isn't very good. It may be a good sized bungalow, but it only has 2 bedrooms, and the driveway only has room for 1 car, and it has no garage, and it only scores a 4 out of 10. Finally, character again. The interior is pretty unique. While it would be considered as a very modern home, and it has a very contrasting style, unlike a lot of modern builds I've seen, which does give it a lot of character, and it gets an 8 out of 10, giving the total interior score of 34 out of 50. Add it all up and the OCA score is 65 out of 100. Overall, this is a very nice bungalow, but it's not very practical despite its size, but on the other hand, it looks very nice on the inside and decent on the outside. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss loads more videos like this. My name is Logan, founder and leader of the Oceanic Architecture build team and the Oceanic Islands Project, and I'm signing off. Until next time, peace out.